Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday's market intelligence brief at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and folks, ditching Twitter, man. Getting off of this. Although I don't think Joe Biden's on Parler. I don't even think he knows what the internet is, and that is buddy Al Gore invented it. Good Biden brain freeze today. Joe Biden said today that 120 million people had died from coronavirus. Oh, and before he had claimed that 150 million Americans had been killed by guns. That leaves 60 million Americans alive. Does anybody take this man seriously? Of course, even the Democrats don't take him seriously, folks. He's a Trojan horse. That's why his vice presidential pick is going to be huge. And the fact that they just announced yesterday that the female in charge of the Congressional Black Caucus is now on his VP shortlist is a disgrace. The woman's an awful human being, and she's a racist. But anyway, that was a little bit of a rant. Anyway, I'm over here on Parler. Twitter's done. I'm at Top Gun Options over on Parler. This is where the conservatives, the neutrals, this is where you go if you don't want to be on a fascist social media platform, which is Google, Facebook. I'm still in Facebook jail for 30 days, and Twitter. Just an absolute disgrace. But anyway, in breaking news, racism is over. You didn't hear? The Dixie Chicks changed their name, dropping the word Dixie. Now they're just known as the Chicks, which should make, feminists happy or not. I don't. So that fixed racism as of today. Good job, Dixie Chicks or Chicks. Joke. Seattle sued by businesses and residents over CHOP. Can you guys answer me this question? Why do you pay taxes? I have no idea why I pay taxes. Homeschooled the kids for the past 4 months. Police aren't responding. Why do you pay taxes? And also, why do you pay taxes when the Federal Reserve Chairman says, dude, I just make up money. I print it digitally, or I sometimes print it real and just ship it to Federal Reserve banks. Well, dude, why don't you print me some and take care of why are you paying? This is fantastic. But these people are cowards. These business owners and the residents are cowards. Now, I get it. Their business is, I'd sue the hell out of the mayor, the police department. I'd sue everybody for destroying my business or not letting me come home. But check this out. They filed a lawsuit against the city, so property management firms, an auto repair shop, a tattoo parlor, damage to extensive property damage, public safety dangers, and an inability to use and access their properties. However, just like, if maybe when you kneel and you lift your chin up a little higher to be nicer to ISIS, they'll cut your head off quicker. That said, the plaintiffs want everyone to know that they support Black Lives Matter, who, by exercising such rights, are bringing issues such as systemic racism and unfair violence against African Americans, blah, 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 blah. You're a disgrace. You're cowards. We're going to file a lawsuit because of all these people, but we totally support them. I can't think of a worse word to call these people, but cowards. You're a coward. You put this shit in your lawsuit, I can't even. We're losing this. This human piece of shit, Hank Newsom, the head of Black Lives Matter of Greater New York. Did you see his interview today? And the president's right. Black Lives. He says, if the U.S. doesn't give us what we want, we will burn down the system and replace it. And on Fox News, he was with Martha McCallum. It was a very tense interview. He's like, you can take it exactly how I said it. We will burn this country to the ground if you don't listen to us. He said, we're getting more accomplished with violence than words, and we're going to keep doing it. You awake, lad? Why is this guy in jail? I can't even, It's a disgrace. I'm in Facebook jail, but of course Black Lives Matter is all over Facebook, right? It's a disgrace. This country is coming unglued, and it is not an idle threat out of the Buckley family. I will be gone. I need an internet connection and my 2 computers sitting right here, and I'm trading. and I will give up my American passport. You can have my American citizenship. You can keep it. Give it to give it to an illegal immigrant. I'm gone. Spain, Turks, Caicos, Caymans, a couple other places I'm looking into. I will not stay here anymore. It's not the United States of America. It's over with, folks. We have lawlessness. We have people bowing down to a mob who still, you can't bow deeper or long and hard enough bow to meet their desires. They're a disgrace. They're disgusting people. This Black Lives Matter later, all she cares about is getting Trump out of office. He's not fit for office. It's a political organization, folks. Anyway, in other great news, coronavirus bodies stashed in bin bags right next to patients as Brazil death toll tops 50,000. Insanity down in Brazil. But hey, man, they're partying in Rio. There's the coolers of dead bodies stacked outside. Folks, it's mini United States. Bolsonaro's Trump, and he's trying to keep stuff open. But the whole COVID thing's, it really is a joke at this point, folks. Manny, Mo, and Jack, the governors of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, all on TV yesterday. No, we're shutting down. And I talked to my sister Marilyn. We're going to move our right after 4th of July trip up to New Jersey. She's like, I literally have neighbors. If you come up, you guys drive up from Florida, they will call the police on you. I'm like, oh my God. And my mom's freaked out. I'm like, all right, Mom, we'll push it back a month. We'll go up in August. So there you go. So here comes the COVID part 2. What a bunch of we knew this was going to happen. The same liberals and Democrats and media frothing at the mouth for the past 3 months, yelling at the president about testing. We need more testing. They got more testing. We got more cases. And then they're screaming about it. You can't make it up, folks. So many stupid people in this country. We all shutter in place, the cases go down. We all start going out, the cases go up. It's a throttle, folks. We knew this was going to happen. You increase testing or you increase people going out, there will be more cases. But what's happening? The mortality rate is it's a decimal point. The death rate for people under 70 is 0.04%. You want to hide under your bed with your mask on because you have a 0.04% chance of dying from COVID? Knock yourself out. You have a greater probability of getting struck by lightning. It ain't pleasant, folks. I think I had it in the middle of January. I was done. I thought I was dead for a week. Third or fourth day, I'm like, no, let me try and get out of bed and do it. And an hour later, I was horizontal. It's awful. Didn't feel like sick, like stomach or anything. It was just lethargic and bones, and I got it. It is not worth destroying this country over. And you guys know the evolution of me from, I'm telling you, this is going to be really bad up here, and we blew it. We blew it back here. I'm telling you, Democrat. It's so funny because people are shocked. Like, Wiz, you think these Democratic? Well, you had me right there. You think these Democratic governors would really just shut everything down and stick it to Trump? Duh. Folks, they're bankrupt. At this point, what does New York have to lose in New Jersey and Connecticut by shutting down their economy again and then demanding a federal bailout? That will be the ungluing of America. When New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, Illinois, and California, all the limousine liberal states are all bankrupt and demand Texas, Florida, the Midwest states bail them out. You want to talk about a civil war? You can kiss my ass, paying for your stupidity. All right. After the biggest rally since 1933, JP Morgan finally on Monday told people to buy stocks, and then the stock market promptly imploded. That's the so-called smart money, folks, right there. Good job, JP Morgan. And it's just not retail who are jumping in the pool right now. Hedge funds have pushing all the chips in right now. And we've been laughing all week about this, or for the past week. Stool Presidente, right? Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports. What happened to poor Davey and the millions of people that are blindly following his trading advice? The man is giving active trading advice in violation of the SEC Act. What happened yesterday? The difference between Dave's trading group or Dave's day trading group and the pinstripes, he calls them suits, is that when we have a bad day, I lose all of my money and nobody else's. When the suits have a bad day, they lose all your money and none of their own. No, you didn't lose all of your money yesterday. And if you did, you're an idiot, Dave. Learn how to trade options, learn how to hedge, learn that markets don't only go up. I actually wrote this guy. I'm like, dude, he bought a book like months ago, Options Trading for Dummies. Well, he got half of that title right. And he wanted to learn about options, and then he hasn't. So yesterday when his account took a massive big hit, this is what wankers do. Right? That's just a complete wank yesterday at 5:01. Markets closed. He's all pissed looking at his positions. So, except you are influencing others to follow your blind investments. That is just not, that's not good. And, he didn't, he needs, you talk in dollars instead of percent. If you lose 100 grand and you're worth 60 million, it's like me losing, $100. The percent, you need to talk in percentages, dude. And what did he have? Like a $5 million portfolio. Why am I rambling about this? Because these people that aren't being able to bet on sports right now have all open Robinhood accounts and are day trading following this guy. And on a day like yesterday when lightning, so we had a great day yesterday. Man, we printed money so far this week. Over here, people getting wiped out. So, what a weird day. So, kicked the day off with the initial jobless claims steady at 1.5 million last week. So, it's the rate is slowing. It's kind of like flattening the curve there, but it's not like going down. Folks, I mean, look at that. February, March, boom. And then we're probably going to hover here, folks. I mean, this isn't like this isn't good. Right? There's 50 million Americans. I was wrong. I said 40. We're up to 50. 50 million Americans have filed for unemployment claims. Q1 number unched at -5. I don't know how many times in my life I thought I'd see that number and see it again. So we're at -5% on GDP. So that ain't necessarily super bullish, right? But so technically, folks, we're still in a bear market. Right? And I'm telling you, it's coming. We've been bearish on the casinos. We got bearish as hell on Disney today. The replay is posted on the member page. We did Disney and MGM, right? I got bearish on Disney and MGM. Why? They're going to close again. I was 2-3 weeks early on Disney. We nailed Disney the first time around. I said, it's going to close. 3 weeks later, Disney closed. We got bearish. We pounded it. It was awesome. So we're going to keep that love alive because Disney's going to close again and the casinos are going to close again. I don't care what the casinos want to do. Guess who works in casinos? Casino workers? Bingo. What are casino workers a member of? Unions. Who do unions support? Joe Biden. Many Disney employees yesterday signed a MoveOn.org petition to close Disney because the cast members' lives are in danger. Holy crap. Get ready, folks. It is coming. So they've delayed their July 17th reopening. Park revenue is a big part of the revenue. They're not going out of business, folks. Obviously, Disney Entertainment and ESPN sucks. Unless you want to watch Bubba Smollett and NASCAR, there really ain't that much going on. But let's take a look at today's market action. This was literally a round trip today. Where's the open right here? So futures were ugly. Everything was ugly. Big bounce, and we just chopped around all day. And then look at this. Literally at 1500 at 3 p.m., a massive rip your face off. I'm going to say rally. No, the market, folks, absolutely not one news item did this. It was a massive buyer that came in. Somebody big jumped into the pool and did a cannonball. And you know what that did? That squeezed out a lot of shorts. right? Because take a look at the S&P 500. Like I predicted, we were going to chop and hover around this 200-day moving average as the golden cross is coming, the 200 crossing the 50-day moving average. So absolutely zero reason to be bullish. This is trading right here. So whatever firm did this probably squeezed out a bunch of other firms that were short. This is how they do it, folks. This is playing. This isn't investing. This is trading. And watching it tick by tick, it was very, very interesting. Right? Funds do this. Years ago, Paulson, the guy that like predicted the housing crisis, he was brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. A bunch of hedge funds ganged up against him because he was in the GLD, massive long, and they almost destroyed the man, almost destroyed his company. So you can be forgiven to have walked away from your computer today and come back. I late lunch, looked at I'm like, what the hell? Jumped on my closing call, and there it was. Absolutely nothing drove that market higher other than a big firm getting bullish. So I sold into that pop. I sold a bear call spread on EWZ. I sold a bear call spread on the S&P 500 through tomorrow. I sold into that pop because guess what? Tomorrow's Friday, and I don't see us anytime going into the weekend, folks, where anything can happen from murder hornets to race riots to North Korea. I just think we give some of this back tomorrow. So good looking week so far. Good looking month. June's going to be. This is my personal account, up 63 grand this month alone. Big winner this month was Microsoft for me, and they're looking pretty good. The FAGMs, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft are all looking pretty solid. I have a Microsoft bull put spread on, and I have an Apple iron condor that's looking pretty good, up 21%, about $600. If that thing closes tomorrow for max profit, it'll be four grand. I got a lot of good looking stuff, and obviously the WTF indicator, whiz to fly. So I'm taking off tomorrow at about 1:30 in the L39, going over to Lee County. Going to go dogfight this weekend, hang out, smoke cigars with Orestes and his family, and a couple other jets as well. So really looking forward to that. But why do I bring that up? Because usually when I go flying on a Friday, it turns into a shit show, which would be just fine for me because I got some iron condors on, and I'd love to see them go right down the fairway. Okay. All right. So good week so far. Interesting day today. You got to see a invisible hand of something just push this market up to squeeze some shorts out, and it worked. But maintain an even strain, right? If hold what you got, because I don't expect that to continue through tomorrow. Okay. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless all of us.